A real heartbreaker in Green Bay.
Man, a big ol' ouch. The Lions fall to the Packers on Monday Night Football after a hard fight for the #1 spot in the NFC North Division. You watched the drama unfold right here on Channel 7. We were all moaning and groaning in the newsroom.
At the end, that's for sure. Justin Rose is here with the highlights and some of the calls that went against the Lions and impacted the outcome of this game.
Were we robbed?
Everyone take a deep breath with me. We're going to get through this, but this is one of the worst calls going against the Lions in the history of the franchise, and that is not hyperbole. Because the Lions did what they needed to do to potentially win this game. Let's take a quick look at exactly how things went down. Look at the score at the bottom of your screen. 19-13, the Lions get an interception on the goal line, an unbelievable play by Justin Coleman. He returns the ball just into Packers territory. Now, the Lions would be stopped multiple times tonight. They had to kick field goals. Look at all the points they have. That's a lot of field goals. 5 of them on the night for Matt Prater, 22-13. So Aaron Rodgers and the Packers trying to come back. Looks like he's sacked. There's a flag down. You got to think it's holding. But the referees call illegal hands to the face on Trey Flowers. His hand is on the inside of his shoulder pads, not in the face. But the flag's still out there. That's a 5-yard penalty and a first down. So the Packers, they make good on the fresh opportunity. Aaron Rodgers, he's down the field. Allen Lazard with a great catch, and they are just 2 points behind. So late down in the fourth quarter, here we are again, 3rd and 4. Lions trying to get off the field. Aaron Rodgers throws into the end zone, flag down, incomplete. So they should have kicked the field goal there. The Lions would have had 1:36 to go down the field and try to win the game, but they called the same exact call on Trey Flowers for illegal hands to the face. Take another look at this one as well, because it's an automatic first down. Matt Patricia just cannot absolutely believe it. But here's the call again. His hand inside the shoulder pad, not on the face mask, not the illegal use of that. Booger McFarland on the call said both of those were poor calls, but alas, the Lions unable to get it done. They run the clock out after that. The first downs and the penalties gave the Packers fresh opportunities to score, and they did so. 23-22, the final in this one, and this will be talked about a lot this week because the Packers did get away with some of those calls. But a loss is a loss. We go back out to Lambeau Field now. Brad Galley live on the field, and you were underneath that goalpost when that ball went through. The jubilation of the fans of Green Bay and the disgust of the people here in Detroit, Brad.
Yeah, it's a really strange feeling as we sit and kind of digest what just happened because it happened in slow motion, and then we saw the replays in slow motion. What Trey Flowers did twice, it wasn't a penalty. But the Lions had a lead the entire game until literally the very last second. So what we see is a Packers team snapping a 4-game losing streak to the Lions. Trey Flowers was dejected. He was frustrated. Walking off the field, he was so frustrated he walked into the wrong tunnel. He went into the Packers tunnel before security had to tell him, no, you go in through that locker room. He was the first guy off the field in Honolulu Blue here in a really, really strange game. The Lions started off so well, you could hear a pin drop in this stadium. But then what we've seen, the lack of pressure, really, really affecting the Packers as they drove the ball down. It's going to be interesting to see what Matt Patricia has to say after all of this. You expect him to say that his team kicked too many field goals, and in the end, that's a big part of the story this season, tonight, and it can't be a part of the story going forward for this team. But the mistakes made by the referees and the officiating crew in this game are unacceptable in the NFL, and it didn't just happen once. It was the same issue twice. We're going to do our best to get into the locker room, to get to Matt Patricia, to bring you that post-game action and that post-game reaction right here on Channel 7. For now, reporting live in Green Bay, Brad Galley, 7 Action Sports. I'll send it back to you guys.
Yeah, Brad, absolutely. And there's no doubt about it. It will be oft criticized throughout multiple media outlets throughout the country this entire week because, guys, when we look at NFL officiating, this is not just a one-game situation with the Lions and the Packers tonight. TJ Lang, former Lions guard and the Packers guard, watching the game tonight, said in 11 years of NFL football, he has never seen worse officiating than he has the entire season league-wide. Something has to be done because the uproar, not only with the Detroit fan base tonight, across the league, is at an all-time high.
But we just keep getting robbed. Something has to be done.
Well, and they missed the obvious pass interference
Another
call,
pass interference.
too.
There was a lot of missed calls out there. Brad's right. The Lions are going to go to the podium and they're going to say exactly that. We can't kick 5 field goals when we're in scoring position. That is a mistake on the Lions. We cannot completely say the refs played a major factor in that, but they did as well. So we'll bring you more coverage live from Green Bay. We'll have extensive highlights later on, and this is something we're going to be talking about over the next hour here.
All right. Thank you, Justin.